Okay, now today we're going to talk about. Um, it's not really a review, but kind of. It's more like there's multiple shows on this. So we'll start off with Law and Order franchise. So Law and Order is a show that's been on the air for years, and it's spawned a whole bunch of spin-offs. The original Law and Order was aired in 1990, and it starred Sam Waterston, the guy that plays Kragen, which is Dan Plorak, and a whole bunch of and a few other people. Now, the character Kragen, who was played by Dan Plorak, started off on Criminal Minds. I'm not Criminal Minds. But he started off on Law and Order, and then he went over to Law and Order SVU. And SVU has been on the air since 1999, and that's one of the longest running shows other than the original Law and Order. The only thing they did with the original Law and Order is that they took it off the air for 11 years before bringing it back. So it's only been back on the air for 3 years, but it ran for 21 years before they brought it back, which they should have never taken it off the air to begin with. But Sam Waterston just left the show, so he's no longer going to be on it. Kragen, who would eventually end up leaving the Law and Order to go to SVU, would end up leaving Law and Order SVU. And then this show had spawned Law and Order. So there was the original Law and Order. Then you had Law and Order Special Victims Unit, Law and Order Criminal Intent, which that one didn't run as long as everybody would expect, but that ran for 10 years, and that one starred Vincent D'Onofrio. Then there was Law and Order Trial by Jury, Law and Order LA, Law and Order True Crime, Law and Order Organized Crime, and then Law and Order Toronto. I did love the guy that played Stabler, Christopher Maloney. He did a good role for that. And then Mariska Hargitay is the only one that's still on the Law and Order SVU since the first episode aired in 1999. Ice-T would join up in season 2, and he's still on the show since season 2. But the only one to appear in every episode has been Mariska Hargitay, who plays Benson. Now it's a great show. I've seen almost every episode for Law and Order SVU. I haven't started watching season 25 yet. 25 is the new one that's streaming on Peacock. I got through seasons 1 through 24, but I haven't started watching season 25 yet. Now for the original Law and Order, the one with Sam Waterston, I'm on season 1, which I'm watching, but haven't got through all the other seasons yet. And then there's NCIS, which I've also watched. That's also like similar to this, but that's not one of those like shows that's a spin-off thing. The original Law and Order ran from 1990 to 2010. Then they took it off the air and then brought it back in 2022. Law and Order Special Victims Unit has been on the air since 1999, and it's still on the air. And then you have Law and Order Organized Crime, which has been on the air since 2021, and that's still on the air. Then you have Law and Order Toronto Criminal Intent, which they just started that show. That's a new one. And then you have Law and Order Criminal Intent, which ran for 10 seasons. Law and Order Trial by Jury didn't really last long. It was taken off the air after one season. Same thing with Law and Order LA. Same thing with Law and Order True Crime. Those shows didn't really have the success as the other shows, but eventually those ones would go off the air. The Law and Order show did make a movie based on Law and Order. The Law and Order TV show franchise does have one movie called Exiled, a Law and Order movie, which was released in 1998. Chris Noth, who plays Mike Logan in the first few seasons of the original Law and Order, does reprise his role in the movie. And I do love Law and Order. Like, basically, they have a lot of great characters on that show. And sometimes it's just not the same after the certain characters leave. But I do love Mariska Hargitay, who plays Benson, and I love Ice-T, who plays Finn. and Finn was short for his character name Oda Finn Tutuola. And Ice-T used to be a rapper, but then he became an actor. Um, and Now, if you had to deal with all the shows of watching, you'll be spending over thousands of hours watching the show because of how many episodes each one had. So you spend about a good couple thousand hours. If you take every show of Law and Order and combine every episode for each one, there's over 1,340 episodes of the show. So it would take a lot of time. And I spend as much time as I can trying to watch as many episodes of this as I can, but sometimes it's not always possible when you have a job outside of YouTube, basically, to do stuff. So they also do have foreign adaptions. I'm not going to really care about the foreign adaptions. So if you haven't seen it, if you haven't seen Law and Order, you can check them out either on Peacock or you can check them out on other apps, basically. Anyway, I'm not sure if Netflix has it or not, but I do know that Peacock does. There's this app that I have called Flixinops, and that's what I've been watching it on. So if you like the video, you can get the video, like, and subscribe to my channel, RBW King. You can also hit the notification bell so that you know when a new video comes out. You can also go ahead and leave a comment, let me know what you think on this, and let me know which show of Law and Order that you think is best. And if you want to support my work even further, you can donate to my Patreon link, which you can find in the About section of YouTube. And for just a little as a few bucks a video or a month, your donation can help go a long way, and thanks for listening.